now, let's go ahead and start taking on the various sub-quests in within around the Charnian Hamlet by starting with this Vieira Gleaner and taking on his quest entitled Gleaner's Wish. The Vieira Gleaner is watching you with interest. You're a visitor to Charnian, aren't you? You do have a worldly look about you. As a Gleaner, I too have journeyed far and wide. Tell me, where is the farthest you have ventured? Another world. Yeah, would you believe me if I told you? Is that meant to be in jest? The look on your face tells me you're serious. Yeah, you're aware of the fact that we're trying to get people to the moon? Aye, you should do nicely. You see, I need a more experienced traveler to say a prayer for me before I leave for Girabania. If you would do me the honor, the reactor operator by the tower to the south should have a lantern crystal prepared for the purpose. Lantern crystal, huh? Alright, let's check it out. So yeah, our operator is right here. Hello? Oh, you're here for the crystal. I hope it does some good for that Gleaner. Those few folks need all the luck they can get. Lanterns light the way through the darkness, a tool which can mean the difference between life and death. They are synonymous with safe passage, and as such, it has been custom in recent days to imbue the crystals inside with the prayers of a more seasoned traveler. And today that traveler is you. Simply face the crystal and pray for the safety of the traveler-to-be, if you will. Alright, that shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, they really encourage you to do a lot of emote usage in this particular game. So, show my respects. Dressed as I am. A colleague recently told me about the power of the Akasha, a concept taught in Razahan and how it reacts to strong emotion. I wonder if this is the method of praying to a crystal is the manifestation of that power. Well, that should about do it. With luck, your prayers will help guide the Gleaner safely through the perils of his journey. And so... Oh, we don't get to take it to him? I was about to say, yeah, you're giving it to me now. Yeah, why are you taking it? It's me who's supposed to be taking it. Yeah, let's get this to our Gleaner and see what he has to say. Do you have a lantern crystal for me? I do indeed. Here you go. You have my thanks. With your prayer fueling its light, I have faith that it will keep me safe until my return. And now, I depart for Girabania. I hope your travels are successful as well as mine. You're quite welcome, so we'll take the experience 735 gil and another 8th occurrence. And away he goes to Girabania. So logically, the only other blue quest available is going to be a chain quest. So let's see what kind of chain we're getting ourselves into with this one. As we're losing frames like crazy. Okay, let's go ahead and speak with Mr. Musselfret, who seems to be Musselfretting right now. Let's go ahead and speak with him to take on his quest entitled The Lad in Labyrinthos. Musselfret is awfully worried about something. Yeah, he's Musselfretting. What am I to do? Hello there. Oh, you're that adventurer who helped out the students of Odessin, aren't you? I suppose it matters not to you, but my son seems to run away. Oh no. Yeah. Why was there a child here in the first place? Or I thought only researchers lived here. Yeah, unless you have a child prodigy. Ah yes, simply put, my wife and I work at Aporia, and she happened to conceive whilst we were living here in Charnian Hamlet. I assure you we had many sleepless nights wondering if we should quit our jobs and leave Labyrinthos, or entrust the child to a friend of ours who dwells somewhere more suitable. Ultimately, we decided to continue our work whilst raising the child here. After all, our research is focused on the very future that our offspring will inhabit. The issue, however, that the magic prevents us from revealing anything confidential is too potent to be used on children. Of course, we can't allow the little one to roam freely, so there's no telling what he might impart onto others. So he has spent his entire life thus far within the confines of Charnian Hamlet. We recently had a slight start with him and, well, he decided to flee. this light. I imagine me going after him would only make things worse. Could I ask you to talk to him in my stead? I'm sure he'd be much more willing to listen to anyone other than his parents at this point. Okay then, I'll see if I can track him down. Thank you. Verpolen is my boy. He is most likely in the plaza to the east. I cannot imagine he struck out any further on his own. East, huh? Well, it's not that far. And if he really did run away, does that really constitute as running away? Yeah, where is the kid? There he is. Hello there, hiding under a tree. Can I talk to you? Who are you? Yeah, I think he recognizes that we're trying to track him down here. And that he's likely up on the higher tier. Trying to hide from us, but it ain't gonna work. Yeah, we have minimap clues at our disposal. You're just running around blindly. Can I help you? Yeah, hi. I am not going to go home so easily. You probably won't believe me either, but I've noticed that all is not right in Labyrinthos. Yeah, why don't you try telling me first so I can decide what to believe on my own? Yeah, let's not be rude to this kid. He's on edge as it is. Yeah, tell me. Fine, I shall tell you what I've seen. The color of the artificial light here changed recently. How so? Yeah, the fancy faux sun? I'm sure most people haven't noticed, but when you've spent your whole life here, the difference is like night and day. Even so, no one will take me seriously when I bring it up, all because of my age. Got into a big fight with father about it. But Labyrinthos is in danger. Who knows what would happen if the artificial sun broke? That's why I can't go home just yet. I need to get to the bottom of this first. Shouldn't you leave that with adults? Like your father? Although, I'm scared to venture outside on my own. They say there's countless monsters out there. I don't suppose you would come with me. I could pay you. It's not much, but I do get pocket money from my parents. I'll gladly take your money. You don't need to. I'm just being kind. I thought you were different from the rest, but now you're treating me like a child too. This is a proper deal, alright? You gotta take my money to make it binding. Oh, alright. Then it's settled. Okay. Yeah, I didn't want to sound like a jerk. But, yeah. If we're gonna do this quest, we gotta take him seriously. So we'll take our experience on 935 gil, plus our final Aether Current, and a level 88 necklace. And there we go, just like that. Full attunement in Labyrinthos. So, as it stands now, we are now fully attuned in 5 different locations. Of course, there's still one location we haven't been to yet. But obviously, we are not quite at that point yet to get to wherever this last place is. So, for now, let's go ahead and speak with Verpolen to take on his quest entitled, Here Comes the Sun! Verpolen is chuffed that you're helping him. Why is he chuffed? I'm ready to go if you are. Oh, I suppose I should tell you a bit about the artificial sun first. It's got an engine called a reactor that burns with fire ether. My theory is that the reactor has too much ether now, and that's what changed its color. Ergo, we should go to Phobos. I know someone who works there helping to control the artificial sun. I'll bet he'll let us have a look around. It's in the medial circuit, so we should head for Logisticon Alpha first. Follow me so you don't get lost. Don't worry, I know where that is. Yeah, let's head on into Logisticon Alpha. Hello there. They don't usually let me into the medial circuit, but having you here changes everything. Well, maybe not. Are you ready? Yes. So Verpolen says what needs to be said. Hello again, Verpolen. You and your friend are free to go through. Oh, it worked. And there he is, right out there.
You have my thanks. It's so tiresome having your freedoms limited because of your age.
Yeah, you're not the only one who says that.
Anyway, let's make our way to Phobos.
Let's go chase. Alright, there, Verpolan.
He said I can go and have a look. Wait here, I'll let you know if I found anything.
Yeah, I was about to say, shouldn't the monitor go with you? Yeah, they certainly were at that for a while.
Well, he showed me the control panel, but there didn't seem to be anything wrong. The reactor's records didn't contain anything worth noting either. That's probably what you're worried about, eh? You do realize this place has been around as long as Labyrinthos, and we've never had a single problem. Nor have we been able to confirm this change in the light's hue you speak of. Are you certain you didn't just stare at the sun too long? We advise against that for a reason, you know.
Is it delusion or is it true?
They can talk me down all they want, but I know what I saw. If there's nothing wrong here, then it simply means the root of the problem lies elsewhere. Let's go!
Alright. We'll take our experience to 935 gil in the meantime. Alright, let's speak with Verpolan again to take on the next quest entitled Fiery Thirst. Verpolan is deep in thoughts.
Thank you for sticking around. It's nice to be believed for once. Now that it's clear that the problem doesn't lie here, we should move on. Let's take a look at the supply route the fire-aspected ether travels along from the elemental reactor to the artificial sun. I learned a while ago that the sun automatically goes into overdrive to maintain its brightness if it gets less fire ether than it needs. If that is what's happening, then there must be a problem with the reactor's ether supply. To know for sure, we'll need to check the flow of ether to see if there are any spots where it's abnormally weak. To do that though, we'll need an etherometer. Maybe we can borrow one from Mariel Economics, then we won't have to go out of our way.
Alright. And away we go. So let's check out over here and see what we can find. It looks like this farmer's getting half asleep almost.
See, I fed them a lie about helping with some research, and they lent me an etherometer.
Wow.
Come on, let's see if we can pick up any abnormal readings.
Yeah, take that thing that you stole.
Just as I thought, the concentration of fire ether is too low. It seems the weakest at an area south of here. That must be where the problem lies.
So yeah, you can tell that just from the etherometer, or you're wise beyond your years, but yeah, tell us how you figured that out by looking at it.
Well, when you've got a father who's an expert in etherology, and a mother who's a mathematician, you learn a thing or two. What's more, I was born and raised here. It'd be embarrassing if I didn't know it better than everyone else. Now, let's get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, let's have a look. So away he goes, and so will we. How far south are we going? Well, not that far south. You know, we'll get our way to over here, and then we'll see what we can find. As it begins to rain now.
I've identified the problem. There's an anomaly here. They're normally only found near the elemental reactor. I can't say for sure if it came here on purpose or simply got lost, but either way it's been clearly feeding on fire-aspected ether. Most of the ether travels deep underground on its way from the reactor, but the supply route is close to the surface here. I imagine the Anala must be pretty powerful at this point. If it's been here absorbing all of that ether, no doubt its core is full of it. If I can just get my hands on that core, I could use it to convince the adults that I was right all along. Do you think you can stay for me?
Sure. Let me summon my chocobo to lend a hand. Alright, you. I challenge you to a duel of dancing. Yeah, open it up. Yeah, throw in as much as we can. Yeah, just spray that all over. Oh, I got another Talana to use. I should make sure of that. Yeah, there we go. There you are, Verpalan. How's that?
Nicely done. Can you show me the core?
I can indeed. There you go. Ooh, what a shockwave there.
So, this is what abundance of ether can do to their cores. It's massive! Father and the others will have no choice but to believe me when they see this.
Well, we'll see if that's true after we take our experience and 1,135 gil. Alright, let's go ahead and speak with Verpalan again to take on the last quest for our series entitled The Hero in Labyrinthos. Verpalan is ready to prove he is in the right. So as we discuss this more...
Come on, let's waste no time in showing this to Father. It's time that he acknowledged that I'm right.
So this is where you've been hiding. Oh, looks like he was looking for us the whole time.
Father, fancy seeing you here. I was just about to come home and tell you that I found the problem with the sun.
Are you still harping on about that? You could have got yourself hurt pursuing this nonsense. And you, I told you to bring my son back to me, and instead you go off gallivanting with him? Like, we've got... He's right, you know, we've got proof that all is not well. If you'll listen. Fine, I shall hear what you have to say. Just make sure this core doesn't cool off in the rain there, little man. Yeah. Oh my. I've never seen a core like this in my life. I have no reason to doubt your suggestion that it was feeding on the fire-aspected ether.
So you finally admit that I was right about the sun?
Probably not. Well, yes. However, that matters not now that I know how serious the situation is.
What do you mean? We can already stain the Anala. Surely everything will go back to normal now.
Probably not that easy. I'm afraid not. If the artificial sun was under such strain for a prolonged period of time, it could be on the verge of combusting by now. Uh-oh. We need to cool it post-haste. Alas, this requires multiple Soma cores. But where are they? The constructs can be found by Kokor's Forge. Please, we've no time to waste. You must retrieve 2 cores for me. We'll begin the process at Phobos. Find us there when you have the cores in hand. You got it. Alright, we're closing in on the intended target, but we got to bulk up here, which means I got to switch to my Dragoon. And as you can see, I have started now to adopt the level 88 high quality gear into my outfit. Alright, Soma, let's have fun. Let's bring some Christmas cheer to everyone! Ho ho ho! And for those of you who are going to be watching this after Christmas, keep in mind, you could have been watching this live on Twitch. So yeah, if you ever want to come and join us on Twitch, make sure you do. We'd love to see ya. Whoa. I take that? Pow! And down you go. And now over to Missile Threats, who will be... It's gonna be closer to the Hamlet, so... Hamlet. And we gotta get a little higher. And we were told we needed to go to Foibles, so... We are now on the scene, and hey, even the mom is on the scene, too. Did you manage to procure the coals? We have. Here you go. Splendid. Then let us save our son. Yeah, and your son. Yeah, sounded like it powered down. Yeah, I guess they're rebooting it. While Rika's just waiting for something to happen. Alright, I think we can finally relax. The artificial sun is stable once more. Clearly, we're all so enveloped in our own research that we neglected to keep an eye on the systems that allow us to live down here in the first place. I shudder to think what could have befallen us had you and my son not taken action. You have my thanks for saving us from disaster. Yeah, we get a thumbs up for that. Glad we can help. And I owe you something else, my son. An apology. I was a fool to ignore your warnings simply because of your age. And he's like, think nothing of it.
It's fine, Father. Really.
In that case, might you be interested in helping find potential improvements for the systems that govern our sun?
Of course. I can think of several already.
So, now that our group is in agreement, along with researchers who are already here, yeah, I think we've accomplished what we need to, so let's be on our way.
Rika, I want to thank you properly for being so helpful. Could you come and visit me again in Charlie and Hamlet?
Of course I can. So yeah, let's go and reunite with our child prodigy. Alright. Hey there, Verpalan.
Thank you again. Here's your reward. It's my pocket money, with an additional something for my parents.
Well, thank you very much.
I was so happy that you listened to me and decided to trust my knowledge. I hope our paths cross again when I become a researcher in my own right. I'll be sure to make you proud.
And we look forward to it. So we'll take our experience, 935 gil, plus choice of food. We have salted Thavnarian cod for a healer, coconut cod chowder for a melee DPS, and giant potato pancakes for a tank. So yeah, since we're doing the DPS thing, we'll take the chowder. But Verpalan is not done with us, so since we're in the neighborhood, why don't we move on and take on his next quest, that level 80, entitled Thick as Thieves. Verpalan has something to ask of you once more.
Oh, hello again. Thanks once more for helping in sorting out the sun. I've actually got something else to ask if you're willing to hear me out. It concerns a new friend of mine, a young troll that I found wandering around these parts recently. Obviously he's not capable of speech, but he can clearly understand me when I talk to him. You do believe me, right?
Oh, I do. Yeah, that's Shaggles. I know who you're referring to.
What a peculiar name. Well, that makes explaining the situation much easier. I last saw him by Logistica and Alpha. Let's go and see if he's still there.
And I will see you there. Oh, yeah, there's Shaggles. Hello again.
I've been searching all over for you, you know.
We've been kind of busy.
Since we last met, I decided to use magics to improve my vocalization. To that, I've read my fair share of tomes on the subject. It seems you're kinda capable of making your vocal cords vibrate thanks to your ability to breathe through your mouths.
Yeah, in a way.
Alas, we trolls aren't capable of doing so. However, I managed to adopt a wind-aspected spell to enable me to communicate properly. Not that there's anything wrong with nasal grrrs, mind you. I'm not gifted enough to activate the spell on my own, so I set out in search of you once more. It was then that I bumped into this clever child.
Yeah. Where is Nwali, or what happened to the buffoon? No. We call him by his proper name.
He wouldn't have been any help, so I left without him. Clearly I made the right choice. While I may not be able to speak with this boy, he still managed to bring you to me.
You can understand what he's saying? It's simply amazing. I knew he'd have to have some way of communicating.
Indeed he does.
I gather he knows a thing or two about Ether as well. Would you mind telling him what I just told you, pretty girl?
Yeah, translation required.
So that's what he's been trying to tell me about. Of course, I'll do my best to help. The wind-aspected ether vented by the earthen reactor ought to help. If we fiddle with the reactor's settings a bit, we should even be able to create our own blustery vortex of the stuff. That should be all you need to cast your spell.
See, I've got an eye for people. Now, take me to this reactor.
Right, this way.
Okay, let's go follow. And rough. Alright, so north of Aporia, we will find this place. Time for Palan.
I'll be back in a bit. I just need to go tinker with the reactor settings. I learned all about this when I was coming up with ways to better the systems through the artificial sun.
Alright. Yeah, you two have at it in there. So yeah, more mechanical tinkering required.
All done. I think our wind-aspected ether vortex should pop up somewhere to the west. Keep your wits about you. There's not every chance the high concentration of ether will attract fiends. We don't have any means of protecting ourselves, so we'll need your help. Let us know when you're ready.
You got it. Oh, gotta speak with Shaggles first. Yeah, we can't fly off.
Westward,
Alright then. Yeah. Shaggles and Verplan are now both accompanying you. Okay, so obviously we're walled off if we go to the left, so we'll go to the right first, then we'll go to the left. Yeah. Okay, it's turning away. It's turning away. Yeah, because there are 88s out here, we gotta be careful here. Okay, it's above me, but yeah, I gotta escort the two of them, and it's a long way to get to where we need to go. Thankfully, we are fortunate to have a wide enough berth of the various feral enemies around here. So that does help us a lot. Alright, up we go. Oh, but we're gonna have a Treant playing defense. Yeah, stay close to the edge, but not too close, or else you'll fall off, kids. So here it is, the artificial wind-aspected ether currents. Wind-aspected ether swirls before you. Let's see how Shaggles put it to use.
So this is it, eh? Let me give it a go then.
And so as he attunes...
Can you hear me?
Yeah, it works.
Brilliant! I can finally talk! How wonderful! There's so much I want to talk to you about.
Oh, hey there, you two.
Oh, Father, what brings you here?
Well, if it isn't my favorite buffoon, how do you know I'd be here?
You can speak? Oh, even your voice is adorable.
A pleasure to see you again. I was just looking for my boy. I have something of great importance to impart upon him.
It's a pleasure for me as well. I've been wanting to speak with Shaggles myself, and now he can reply.
In that case, why don't you all join me in Charlene Hamlet? There's someone I'd like you to meet. Okay. Yeah, let's see how that all goes down. And so they're off. And let's go and reunite over in the Hamlet. Oh, Studium staff. Does this mean Shaggles is about to get probed?
So what's this all about?
Alas, that is not for me to explain. We have someone here from the Studium who will do the honors instead. Yeah, introduce yourself, young lady.
That will be me. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. I come bang a message for you two from the Skylark himself.
From Montashane, huh?
You mean myself and Verpolaine? Correct. Master Verpolaine and Master Shaggles, was it? Would you two perchance be interested in pursuing an education at the Studium?
Yeah, even for the little troll guy.
Word of your recent accomplishments has reached us, and we are all most impressed by your abilities. It would be an honor to welcome you to our institution and help nurture your talents while providing you with ample opportunities to learn. I can hardly believe my ears, but I'm not about to turn down the chance of a lifetime. Of course I'll enroll.
What about you, Verpolan? What's the matter, Verpolan? You've more than proved yourself ready to face greater intellectual challenges, to leave Labyrinthos and expand your horizons.
It's just that Labyrinthos is all I've ever known. How can I be sure I'll succeed out there?
Because you succeeded in here. I know a pair that entered the Studium at 11. Yeah, you got this. You got this, kiddo.
Thank you for trying to reassure me. Only I won't know anyone there and...
Other than Shaggles?
What are you talking about? You know me, don't you? Don't tell me you plan to spend your whole life in this fishbowl. There's a whole world out there to explore. Says the troll who's never left Labyrinthos either. Silence, buffoon!
Yeah, we can all have a laugh at that. Anyway.
Alright, you've convinced me. I'll go. Splendid. Now there are just a few sheets of paperwork to take care of, so I'll need to borrow your guardians for a bit.
Alright, do what's gotta be done.
None of this would have happened if we hadn't met, would it?
Certainly.
I would have never gotten this opportunity or made such a wonderful new friend without you. Thank you, I really mean it. Farewell!
Glad we could help. So we'll take our experience, our 935 gil, plus choice of various blue dyes. I believe I will be helping myself to the Stormblood dye. Because it's the dye that I primarily use the most when I'm using a blue.